Jackson. How you doing, sir?
Okay. Doing pretty well. How you doing?
Good, 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 good. It's been way too long since we've met.
I know.
The last we met, I believe it might have been, I believe it was like NinjaCon 2014 or 15.
I think, yeah, 2014 sounds about right.
Yeah, Ryan was actually teaching you our niece. Yeah, yeah, I think. Yeah.
I remember. I remember.
Okay. You remember. All right. um, all right. So I'm gonna go right ahead and begin with showcasing your work. And I'd love it if you could actually name these characters you've created and just your style here. Oh,
I
yes.
can't see all I only can see like my video. I can't see yours.
You can't see mine?
Like, I don't know what's going on with, oh,
Uh,
there. Never mind. There we
yeah.
go.
Okay, you good?
It's okay. Never
Okay.
mind. Okay.
No worries. All right, here we go. All right. Um, Obviously, you've been writing in hiragana and a little bit of katakana here. What's this character's name?
Spoopy-chan or
Okay.
Spoopy, which is in reference to the spoopy, which means like not. It's like something that's like not scary. It's just more funny than silly than scary.
Okay.
But
Okay. Um, the character here actually has what I think two ghosts with the pumpkins on their head and
yeah,
one sad pumpkin. I'm not sure. Is that supposed to be a tired pumpkin? I'm not too sure on the side
I
there.
think it's like yeah, kind of tired pumpkin.
Oh. Okay. Um, the style that you draw in, it's very kawaii.
Thank
Um,
you.
can you actually explain like your background and your art?
Well, it all started when I got the Nintendo 64 for Christmas, like back in fourth grade. And then I really liked the character designs. And then once I started getting to their games, like I got more influenced by their style. But then Pokemon, especially. So like once I got into Pokemon, that's when it really.
Okay. And the I guess the style you're always doing is 2D. So let's see. Uh, this character, what's her name?
Yeah, Sea Salt Chan.
Sea Salt Chan? Okay. um, the style that you do is always two-dimensional, and you barely have them like turning their heads or adding, shade to the characters. Um, like, what what actually inspired you to just kind of keep it like that in
It's
coloring and in dimension?
like the paper crafts, like paper craft origami type things I see. Like it's like how they utilize a simple shape to kind of convey, like how they can convey character just using like simple shapes. Like
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So the simplicity of it all is actually what brings the charm to them. I know you sent this one to us once, prior to publishing it. It was like the most adorable thing, and I felt like the card would have been like, would have been perfect for it. The background I notice are these tiny little characters. Are they supposed to be rabbits?
yeah, the snow bunnies, it's like the Japanese like style snow bunnies.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I was actually thinking of like bows, like cute little like this desserts that I enjoy so much in like Chinatown and such. But I love the fact that you have like the Pockies here, the little cafe. and it just it it just reminds me of like some of the kisatens I would actually see in Little Tokyo. You know, like
Yeah.
the small coffee shops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um, any artistic liberties you took here? I noticed that she's actually an elf with the ears.
Yeah, that's because like Christmas elf. That's
Okay. And let's see. I'm gonna go right ahead and move forward to the dragons. So you actually helped us out with creating these dragons for Azure Lorica. This was long before we actually thought of starting a publishing house. And I loved your translation of each dragon. Um, the ones that I'm actually intrigued by is the lung dragon, or Shedlong, and the Mexican Quetzalcoatl. So, in the process of making these two dragons, um, what was probably like the trickiest, I guess, in like the version that you created? Because I know there are several versions out there.
I the the color for him. I think the golden color and then the purple, the kind of like off just to complement the gold in it.
Okay, so your colors are mostly like analogous or just complementary at this point. Then your idea of using primary colors for your characters, it's kind of what brings them to life. Like they're very childlike. They're very pop. Um, like how was it? What was actually influencing you while you actually were growing up to actually bring that to life?
I think like these are mostly influenced by the reptilian designs in Pokemon. Like they like how they make them like just the way they make them like really like cute and appealing and like simple. Just like how they draw reptiles, like the shapes they use for them. Like
Okay, okay, that's lovely. So we have like characters like Kieran's, Red Dragons, Wyvern, and I love the fact that you went ahead. I don't not sure if you could actually see it. Um, there's a white outline to each of these. Hmm. It's not bringing them closer. It's just making the screen bigger. Okay. That there's a white outline to each of these, and it allows a lot of liberty for production wise to create stickers and such.
yeah, that's
And
exactly what's
okay, and like in that design, like was this is it just because your 2D designs, they're made so that they could actually just be an application all the time? Am I correct?
uh
Okay. So you have characters that are elaborate, or that are elaborate, like this one right here. And I guess when it comes down to design, like what do you actually just imagine for characters like these? Like, will you actually just try to just build like a little world within her pocket,
yeah,
or
yeah.
do you actually imagine this to actually be like a huge elaborate sticker of sorts?
I'd say a bit of both. Like for this in this particular design, it was like imagining like a like personification of of digital world, and then and this version is like it's like negative and positive like charge. So this version is like the negative charge. The scene of like her eyes like the minus, and then the colors are like more cooler, like
Okay.
cooler, and then yeah, it's like kind of like personification of electronics in general.
All right. So all of your influences are mainly like video games and anime.
Oh, yep.
And how was this? You mentioned before, I think it was in your artist statement that you wanted to actually work for Nintendo at one point. What was your educational background?
To Otis College for concept art
Okay,
and digital media.
it's lovely. I remember when you used to pass these out to everybody for free, and we just had these gorgeous works, and it was so sad because I felt like they deserved to actually be in a frame with how you made these characters, and there's just a sense of I guess clean refinement to them because obviously there's they're all done vector wise, they're all done pixelation wise. May I ask what software were you using to actually make them?
Adobe Illustrator to do the main part, like all the main components, and then I import them over to Photoshop to resize and then add details, textures, and in the back, like kind of put them all together in Photoshop. But then Illustrator, I use the mainly like edit and build the character. And then the best part of Illustrator, like you can make them as big as you want, and then and it's really handy for like you can like resize them later. Like in Photoshop, you can make any like pretty much any size. It's like flexible sizes.
Yeah, I know with Illustrator, that's mainly the program people use for billboard design and magazine designs, and it doesn't matter what size they are, the resolution will always be like top notch.
Like yeah, exactly.
So yeah, beautiful work, beautiful work. Do you have any comments before I actually ask one final question?
I just want to say thank you for having me today and for showcasing my work.